What's going on, everybody? DJ Chance. Now in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing these two microphones. Now these microphones came to me from the company called 5-Core, as you read on the box. So what we have up top here is the 5-Core ND959 Elantra, not to be confused with Hyundai's Elantra. I think this is going to sound better than, and definitely last longer than, an actual Hyundai Elantra. So let's start with this one, because it seems to be that they chose an SM58 style head for this mic, and this looks more like a Blue Microphones tip, like the E100, the E200. So let's take a look. Let's make some comparisons, and let's find out what we have here. This is the most familiar shape to most people in the audience. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the difference. I mean, look at the copper that's actually on this. This is a beautiful copper color. I mean, you could see on the box that maybe the printer ran out of ink. I don't know what happened with the box manufacturer. Oh, and this is a nice feature. I don't know if you can see that, but it's round, but it's like they put like a bezel on it so it doesn't roll away. That's a good feature, because I actually bought some things for when I'm doing weddings and bachelorette parties. You know, everyone wants a mic and they throw them on a desk or whatever, and the mic can roll off. This thing has something already built into it, so it won't roll off. Hold on, let's move some stuff. I want to see what this does. Let's move this annoying guy out of there. Let me see. I'll put it right on that. Look at that. Every turn has a flat spot, so the mic doesn't roll. Now, with the good old SM58, there you go, you can see it. If this was on a table, falls off your table, this thing stays there. Very, very good feature. I like that already. And as you can see, size matters. Look at them if I lay them down next to each other and put a little more light on it. I mean, look at that. That's a significant difference. So you look at a difference about 1.5 inches. They look about the same thickness if you see them side by side. The 5-Core is just a little bit more. So in the box, we also get a cable, and it's an XLR to 1/4 inch. But I like this. You know why? Because not every DJ has a microphone input on their mixer that's XLR, but you can always pretty much find either a combo jack that's XLR that'll receive a 1/4, or if you use older mixers such as this PMX 9000 here, you can see, if I move the camera a little bit, there's the microphone. So you would just stick that right in there. But see, it's not going in there easily. So as you can see, I'm having a real hard time getting that in and out of there. So what 5-Core did was they sent me a replacement. Two of their wires won't really fit in. I've got to really force them out. So the cable so far is not impressing me. This one fits. This one went in easy as pie. So this is what I was talking about. Like, you know, a lot of mixers will have a 1/4 inch. Wow, this mixer jack is loose. I mean, I guess you'd expect that after 40 years of a mixer being around. But either way, the back of a lot of controllers that have mic inputs, they're always 1/4 inch. So getting one that actually works, because the first two didn't. The 5-Core was very easy to work with. I told them about the 2 cables that came with the mics, and 2 of them weren't working. They weren't going in any holes. And it wasn't just this mixer. I did it in my Rane Empath, the same thing. But they sent me 2 new microphones with the cables inside of those. And that's what this is. It's a cable that actually works. So we've got a good cable. It goes in there, no problem. Let's see how well it does in here. It should click nice. Let's take a listen. Oh yeah, nice solid click. Very solid click. And you can see the cable moves slightly. It does feel like a cheap cable. It's on the box. It just says it comes with a cable, the mic clip, and the bag. and several sheets of paper that show us the polar patterns here. It's a dynamic mic, as it says right here. You can see its pickup pattern, its typical frequency response. It looks like it goes from maybe like 30 to 40 all the way to about 10,000. So not that wide of a range. So that's it. You got the stuff there in Spanish. You've got your you've got the card they send you in the package. And here is the pouch, which doesn't seem to be anything spectacular. Yeah, it's about, well, it feels a little bit cheaper than most of them. But most mic bags that come with mics all suck. Really, all they help do is help them from getting either wet if anything gets splashed for whatever reason, or to keep it from getting scratches and nicks on it. I like putting them in an actual case. But the bag is a bag. They even put their logo on it. So we're going to put that in there. And here we have the mic clip. Let's see how well the mic goes in it. Where'd I put the mic? Right in front of me. The mic is actually laying on top of me.
On the top?
On the top.
And I didn't feel it. So yeah, there it is. It's not tight though. It just slides in. And look. What if I do it this way? There we go. Professional DJ here, folks. It still slides out. So this is not a good mic clamp for this mic. And even if you look at it through the side, I mean, you can see the hole there. It's not actually gripping onto the microphone. There's a space. And if you look at it from behind, it's not touching right there. I mean, you can see it. And the specs for both of these microphones are pretty much the same. Not pretty much, they're exactly the same. Now, the on and off switches on this microphone were very important to me. I love an on and off switch. Now, this is the 5-core ND807 Copper X. Now, the ND in both of these does not mean endyme or neodymium like EV has. EV has that ND in a lot of their mics, the ND967, the ND857B, the ND257, you know, all of that. No neodymium here. It's just the model number. Wow, this mic is big. This is a fairly heavy mic. It does look like a blue microphone. It's reminding me of the E200, especially since the E200 had the same kind of rose gold coloring. So to me, this looks better. I'd rather hold this on stage or have this in front of me if I'm talking, because this looks real nice. And here's your on and off switch. I like that it says off nice and big. The other one didn't do that. And it's flat. You see how it's flush with the body? This also comes with the mic clamp. Let's see how well this one does. See, this is the problem I think they made with the other microphone. Look. This fits this microphone. It's a heftier shaft that's on it. This microphone holder was definitely made for this mic and not the 959. So we're going to unscrew this. It looks very similar to the other one. They've got all this in metal, this entire piece. And it's got that, just like the bottom, it can make that noise. Let me see. Doesn't do it as high because I don't have as much surface area to move to carry those extra sounds. But it's metal, it's good looking. Okay, so now I'm going to do the side-by-side comparison with the 5-core 959 Elantra mic model versus the industry standard SM58. There's two things I want to clear up as we go along with this review. They're both plugged into my Rodecaster Pro. They're both set at 7 with the volume. They're both set to dynamic in the menu. Now I'm going to turn the on switch on for this, and then we'll go back and forth like Cameo or Aaliyah. All right, this is, whoa, that's way bassier than I thought it was going to be. So, like I said, all the volumes are the same, cables are the same. I'm even going to hold them in the same position. So I'm going to turn the SM58 back on. Here is the SM58. Here is the 959. Something else I'm noticing with this microphone, it's bassy and it needs a pop filter. It's bassy, it needs a pop filter. So you can't like hold it right up to your mouth to give some more presence into it, some depth. And you can see this needs a pop filter. They need to do something with the high frequencies. First and foremost is that noise. I'm going to turn the mic off. I don't like that.
I don't like it.
That's a problem right there. And it's not a bad cable. And to prove that, I'm going to change the cables right in front of you. Let's see. Let me do this right. Yeah, like I'm a professional. All right, here we go. We're taking this one out. Look, the sound is gone. So it's not a cable issue. It's a quality control issue or a poor design. It does need to be worked on. But remember, this is a $20 mic. All right, I'm going to put this back. There's the cable again. So it's not the cable, it's the microphone. So I don't know if that's something with this model. I actually have two of them. Let me check. Let me grab the other one back here. All right, same mic, another 959 Elantra. I'm going to unplug it just to see if it's this mic or if it's something that's quality control at the company. Oh, it's still there, so it's a quality control issue. I got to say, I have a few things that disappoint me with this. First of all, it's too boomy. It's got way more sibilance than it needs to. It kind of sounds like the difference between listening to a JBL bullet tweeter and an old school plastic piezo tweeter. If you've ever used piezo tweeters, you'll understand what I'm saying. There's a big difference. And this has a lot of s, where if I do that, let me plug in the SM58 again. Ta-da. I went back to the SM58 because there's a lot of handling noise as well with this 5-core. I mean, you can hear my fingers going up and down the brushed aluminum surface. That's horrible. That's really bad. So this thing has a few negatives for me, unfortunately. They may not like that I'm saying this, but that's what they wanted, a nice review. But again, this is $20. This is $100. So it's really up to you. I think that a lot of younger kids, if you're doing Sweet 16s or school parties, they're probably not going to notice the sound difference. They don't know. They've been listening to music on their phones or their headphones. They haven't been in a lot of live concert and club environments. So to them, it might be worth it for you. If you're just starting off, you don't have a lot of money, you may want this. Oh, wow, there's even cable noise. Hold on, let me go back to the 959. Yeah, that's too much handling noise for me. I don't like that buzzing that's going on. It's got too much handling noise. It's too bassy. It's too much sibilance. It definitely needs a pop filter, for sure. So it's a quality control issue. I mean, you can't expect a lot for $20. I understand that. And if you're someone starting out, this may be okay for you. But if you're a professional, I don't think I can recommend this microphone. I really don't. Let's do a... Look, it's even a bit distorted. It does get distorted. I'm looking at the lights, and they're hitting red, even though everything is flat. So this one's definitely louder, bassier. This one you probably have to hold a little further from your mouth to get a more even sound. Yeah, about here, I think it would be good. I don't know how well it'll do in a performance situation. How it does with feedback. And it's a shame too because I really wanted to like this microphone. It's beautiful looking. So I'm going to try it further. Maybe right here would be good. And I'll put the SM58 in the same place. Let me turn it on. So we'll go back and forth. Back and forth. Back. It's a difference. I mean, this one sounds a little bit louder when everything's flat. But once you do this, and you do the same with the SM58. It's no distortion. There's too many things wrong with this build. And this will match perfectly with the Audio-Technica, the 120 LP bronze editions. They're a perfect match. This does look quality. If you want to look like you're professional, yeah, this is great. I mean, look at it. It's a really good copper. It's very heavy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to weigh it. I have my scale right here. I need to know. because it's definitely heavier. Okay, so the 5-core mic comes in at 1 pound, 0.03. That seems like a lot. Oh, I hate that buzzing noise and that bass. It's too much. Now I'll put the SM58. The SM58 weighs 15.8, so it's just under a pound, while this one is slightly over. So that's it for this microphone. There's not much else to say. It's up to you what you want to do with this microphone. So now we're going to move on to the next model microphone that they send me, and this is the ND807 Copper X. That's a mouthful, kind of like this microphone. All right, so let's plug in this model. Literally on paper, on the box, they're exactly the same. It says the frequency response isn't the same, and I don't know. I don't have a way to measure that, but I know the sound is different. Here's the 807. Here's the 959, 807, 959, 807, 959. Back and forth, back and forth. This is the 807, and I'm up closer to it, and I'm not getting all the sibilance that the other one was. The high frequency seems to be more muted than the 959. It's not as bassy. It's doable, though. I know people out there DJing with like Radio Shack microphones or microphones that come with a 1/4-inch jack. That's kind of a hint of the quality if you get something with a 1/4-inch jack, which they do include. It is a, let's see, they got the bag and then they got a 4-meter cable. And this is the cable that they send you. It's 4 meters, as they said, and it goes to 1/4-inch XLR into the mic. It's a very skinny cable in comparison to my monster cable. You see there's a big difference there. If you're like me, you enjoy a little more girth.
Girth? Why would they do this?
Speaking of those cables, one of them came and didn't fit into the hole. I know this is going to double entendre area here. I'm joining the Craig Ferguson club. So in comparison to the 959, I like this one better. I'll do it side by side again because I really need to hear that, and I want you to hear it. So 807, 959. If they're both on, it gets louder. You hear that? All right, turn this one off. I'm going to turn it on. This one's on. Turn it off. Yeah, see, this one's way better. This is the one to get for $20. This is way better than going to Walmart or some random store that has a microphone with the cable already attached. This one seems more tame. So yeah. So 5-core, I want to thank them for sponsoring this video and bring me aboard to try some products for them. So I mean, $20. You can get a 5-core. They're on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. I want to thank everybody for watching, for sending love and positivity to the channel. We built a nice small community here, slowly growing. See you in the next video. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, maybe mistakes that I've made, I would love to hear the feedback as well. We're a growing community, and all feedback is welcome. So thank you for taking time out of your day to watch us. We'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, go out, you master this, and make money.